Oh, hi.
I've got what y'all have been craving. The Bubby Man. The beans. Sorry. The squish beans.
Happy squoze.
Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Etsy Shop Critique Week. I almost said the Friday bean. Okay, why don't we go to him, good boy throne?
Yeah. Go to him, good boy chair.
Him, executive chair. We are on day 2 of Etsy Shop Critiques. If you missed yesterday, today will actually be a little quieter. We should have less viewers here, which is, you know, a good thing for you guys because it means less people submitting their shops. I don't email you guys every single day about the critique sessions because that gets a little redundant. You guys know that they're taking place. But because I don't send email reminders for every single day of Critique Week, we tend to have less people throughout the week. So that makes your guys' odds of actually getting picked for critiques a little higher. So we're going to be getting started here in just a minute. I'll tell you everything that we need. If this is your first time, just wait to submit your shop. We will have some rules and such. Did you guys get a lot of snow? We got so much snow.
What was that?
There were cat hairs floating above my head. I was blowing them away. We had so much snow. We got a call at like 4:30 a.m. saying that school was closed, which was amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, I got up and told
Best news of the day, huh, Butcher Man?
Amazing news because I was tired today. Anyway, let's see. Can you please audit my shop? We will be doing a full a big pool of them. So for everybody submitting your shops now, you gotta wait because we're gonna have rules and there's 100 of you here and we have an order to this. Okay, let's see. We got rain.
We got about 4 inches of snow.
Yeah. They said that it was gonna be less, so
I don't know what that is in non-freedom units.
What is it? Celsius?
That's a temperature thing.
Freedom units we were talking about. Oh, inches. I thought that they were talking about temperatures.
I thought you were serious there for a second.
No. All right, I think that we're good. Let's just go ahead and get started.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's screecher.
All right, couple little bits and bobs to go over before we get started while we wait for everyone to hop online, especially since I did not send out an email today. First of all, we are doing our charity for St. Jude Children's Hospital. If you guys enjoy that we're going to be here every single day critiquing shops for an hour, that Starla has to put on makeup every day and get her face all crusty, this is a great way to thank us. St. Jude is an amazing, amazing cause. They help to provide cancer treatments to families with, children who, what's worse than having to stress about paying for your kids' cancer treatment? Like they do so much for the kids around the holidays. They make St. Jude so magical. Santa comes, they decorate, they do gifts for the kids. It's an amazing cause, and all of that money goes directly to St. Jude. So you can find a donate button below the chat somewhere on the page. We are up to over $7,000, and I would love to see us by the end of our charity for St. Jude, which will end on January 1st. I'd love to see us get that up to $8,000 for the holidays. You guys have donated so much, and I appreciate you guys. Also, we do Critique Week because Handmade Alpha Academy is open until the 10th. I only open my self-paced Etsy coaching program twice a year. I have people tell me all the time, you're leaving so much money on the table by not leaving it open all the time, but I'm one person and I can't provide awesome customer support if I'm only one person leaving it open all the time. It is a self-paced 9-module program that teaches you A to Z how to build, market, and grow on Etsy. And it is the only Etsy course in the world built on a foundation of psychology and neuromarketing. Plus, when you get in, you have lifetime access to me. You can email me anytime if you need me to look over something, if you need help with a specific aspect of your shop as you're working through the modules. I'm there to help you. Let's see. Here's a little I fixed it. So the entire program is self-guided. If for any reason you cannot start right now, that is a-okay. Most students who join in December tend to wait until January just because the holidays are chaotic. They wait until January 1st and they set it as their New Year's resolution. So if for any reason you know you have a busy holiday, it's totally fine to join now and hold off on actually starting the program until things get a little quieter. Included with your membership, you're going to get 12 months of eRank Pro, which is an amazing deal that we have because I'm a manager over at eRank. So that's included with your membership. If you already are subscribed to an eRank Pro plan, I just take over from your monthly subscription. And if you are on a yearly plan for eRank Pro and you paid for a full year, you can just claim your 12 months right when your year ends. So I'll get you for the next year. You also get annual access to our Alpha Holiday boot camps. Normally, you have to pay every single year if you want to participate in those. Handmade Alpha Academy students get those for free every single year, and the replays get moved into the Handmade Alpha Academy bonuses vault, so students have the ability to go back and rewatch them. And you also get the Product Photography Essentials Workshop by expert photography. I told you I get more tongue-tied the more we live stream.
We're basically just garbling garbage by the end of the week.
I know. Expert product photography coach Christina Nicole. I talk about her a lot during these critique sessions just because there is no one comparable when it comes to product photography trainings. She includes her nearly $300 program for all HAA students. You guys all get that included with your membership. And she is in the Handmade Alpha Academy Student Campus Facebook group if you ever have questions or if you need her to look over your photos and offer some tips. We also, like I said, we have the Handmade Alpha Academy Student Campus. That is where over 2,000 past students hang out, chat, mastermind, help each other. The great thing about the student campus in particular is that everybody is on the exact same path. So not only do you have experts in there, you've got eRank staff in there, you have Christina Nicole in there, you have 6-figure sellers, you also have all of the students who are enrolling in HAA who are working through the modules with you. If you decide that you want to work together, if you want to find accountability buddies, it's a really great place to hang out. And there are so many amazing people in there to help you on your journey. So if you guys are interested in checking out Handmade Alpha Academy, Mark is going to post a link into the chat. We will answer questions about it towards the end so we can get on with our critiques.
To the correct email.
What'd you do? You messed up?
I'm not signed in.
No, you're not.
Correct.
We will be answering questions towards the end, but if you have questions about it, definitely check out the enrollment page that Mark is about to post, because it's very likely that a lot of the things that you guys probably are wondering about are already covered in the enrollment page. But if you have a question, just save it till the end, and we would be more than happy to answer that because we only stream for an hour for Critique Week. So we are going to go ahead and get started if you guys are ready to rock and roll. So we've got a few quick, we've got a few quick Okay. We've got a few quick rules. I don't know what I did.
I don't know why that did that, but that's not how that was.
All right.
Whee!
Anyway, only submit your shop once per round. We usually do 2 rounds per day, so you can resubmit your shop when we go into round 2. But once per round, only submit your shop name as it appears on Etsy. Don't put any spaces in it, just your shop name and not your URL. Don't put the www dot or the .com because that is, YouTube will block that. Don't submit your shop if you have IP infringing items. We will be checking to the best of our abilities, but IP infringement is not just against Etsy's policies, it's also against the law. I have one of the biggest Etsy YouTube channels in the world. How crappy would it be if your shop got shut down because we showed it to 100,000 subscribers? Probably not a good idea for you. So please don't submit if you know that you have those items in your shop. And new added rule, since I forgot yesterday, wait until you see Starla Moore, that's me, post the word go in the chat. So that is how you will know that it is time to submit. And we are selecting shops completely at random. Yesterday, most of the shops were amazing. Like, I feel like I didn't get to do very much critiquing yesterday.
It was a pretty good critique sesh. I'm going to go ahead and post go in the chat here. I'm going to give it a couple of seconds before I actually do so. That way it's kind of lines up. A lot of people posting in their shop.
Gotta wait.
Instructions are on the screen.
Read the directions. Here, we'll do it. We'll do this one more so we can all be entertained by.
Yeah, I don't know what. That's not. Sure.
All right. Bubbers, you're a star, sweetie. You're spinning all around.
Woo.
Oh, whoa.
Woo.
Oh, whoa. All right. Let's go ahead. We'll go back.
Back to the main screen.
Yeah, we'll hang out with you guys while you guys are getting your shop links in. Man, look at them go. Look at them go. So I noticed today I don't normally pull my hair back for streams because you guys might not know this because I part my hair on this side, but I have a big ear and I only have one of them. Did you guys know that? Have you ever noticed that? I have school pictures of me, and if you line them up, you can just see the ear, like look at me face forward. Only one ear does that. This is my listening ear. I can lean it forward and hear better. All right, Mr. Moore. I think that we've got 158 here, so not as popular as yesterday's.
It's busier than it was yesterday.
Is it?
At the start, yes.
Oh.
Didn't get I think they're used to our 10-minute spiel at the beginning that we do, so they don't join until after that.
You butt heads.
It's like that every year when we do our. I'm gonna go ahead and post stop. We'll do another round here in a half hour or so.
I'll pull Etsy up so that you are ready to go. All right, I will scoot my mouse over. And the next round will be a lot faster because Mark and I have finally created a good system for getting these done. While I'm critiquing, he gets the next shop queued up. And then there's Mr. Man. He's ready to judge all of you. Isn't that right? A firm judgment from Mr. Man. Yeah? I think so. Or he's just gonna lick his butt, that to me is the ultimate form of judgment, is whether or not you get a butt lick during your. Okay, wait, that sounded so wrong. Starla Moore, please stop talking. Pick a shop, please.
Homie, it takes more than 3.5 seconds to pick a shop. Can you slow down?
No, I'm just saying that I'm over here making a fool of myself because it's Tuesday. I don't normally stream on Tuesdays. It's a snow day. It's cold. I had to go shovel the grass today so the dogs would go outside and pee. All right. He's a good old man. He's a mighty good man.
Oops.
Let's see.
Why is it?
One of mine is higher on my head than the others, makes wearing sunglasses annoying. I can't wear any type of hat other than a beanie. I can't wear like a baseball hat or anything because this ear just... Boing! I mean, you're not wrong.
There you go.
All right. Perfect. Okay. Let me go ahead, first and foremost, close out the little discount from Etsy. All right. Is it Susan or Suzanne? I'm assuming it's Suzanne. Very beautiful cover photo. I will say it is just the tiniest, weest bit blurry. It's not the worst that I've ever seen. I would like to see it just a little bit crisper, though. If you're using Canva, make sure that you are grabbing that little resolution slider before you download, and you are pulling that sucker all the way to the right. Why
How?
is my phone? Oh, it's because normally I'm posting a YouTube video right now. And that's my reminder that my YouTube video posted, but okay, let's see. Original watercolor designs. It looks like mostly horses. I would love to get a better, so I'm assuming that your niche is horses. So I'm going to keep scrolling down, and I'm hoping that that's your niche, because I'm seeing a lot of horses. I do see a dog. Horses, dog, horses, horses. Okay, so I would, if you're planning on keeping the horse theme, I would make sure that you are, because it's not just original watercolor designs, just because you have one dog themed design, I would really try to buckle down, no pun intended, on the horse theme across all areas of your shop and branding. You've done a great job of illustrating that here, but I would try to add it into that tagline, because original watercolor designs, meh, like that doesn't tell me a whole lot, right? I do like that you have added some fun to your mock-ups. You've added some great touches of color. You're not just doing, standard photos that are provided by, I assume you're using a POD service. I do want to ask, are they, and I'm feeling like there are some AI generated tells with your designs. You do not have to answer me in the chat if you don't want to. Are you painting these, or are they AI generated? And the only reason I ask is that if I thought that I was buying, literally, because it says original watercolor design, if I thought that I was buying something that was hand painted and it ended up being AI and it was advertised as being an original watercolor design, I might be a little bit upset. So I'm just wondering if you're painting them, and if you are hand painting them, one of the tells that makes me feel like it's AI are these splatters of watercolor. I've noticed that a lot of AI generated designs have like a splatter of watercolor in the back. And I just wouldn't want you to be confused for someone who is, AI generating if you are hand painting them. So that's just, me being curious and making sure that you are being mindful of those common tells from somebody who literally looks at thousands and thousands and thousands of Etsy shops. Ignite your senses, add a touch of elegance, dazzle your senses. I would get a different word in there. You've already got ignite your senses, dazzle your senses with vibrant colors and textures in original captivating watercolors. Okay. Let's see. Stylish watercolor, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and mugs. That's not a niche. Tell me about the horses. That feels like the niche. Okay. Let's see. No, AI, all original by digital splatter is part of watercolor. Oh, I understand that. And that's why I wanted to make sure. I'm just saying that when you AI generate a watercolor design, they always add that watercolor splatter in the back. And that left me uncertain. I'm sure that Tina can probably, Dulcie, Tina's in the chat. It's just one of those tells that a lot of AI generated images have. And because they are watercolor, I would hate for you to be confused with someone who is AI generating. I love this though. You're showing your process. Okay, perfect. I don't really have a lot of critiques here. You know me, I love seeing the emojis in the FAQs. There's horses, or if you want to lean more into the watercolor, there's paint brushes. Let me take a peek. I will pull up a hoodie. Interesting elements in the background. It doesn't look bad though. It's very hodgepodgey, how you've got, because I mean, this is clearly not how a hoodie would lay. with blankets and things around it, but it doesn't look bad. It definitely has a, almost a like kind of boho-ish feel. Got some great mock-up videos. These don't look bad at all. Okay. I really feel, okay, this is a good one. I like to see the horses incorporated in. For the most part, when I visit your shop, it definitely feels like a POD store. The niche is defined by products, not necessarily defined with you're missing a lot of key elements like within your shop and branding that is tying to the horses. And if you plan to incorporate other products later on or other animals that, you know, maybe you don't want to exclusively do horse designs forever, I would definitely consider leaning into it, though, if that's like what you're passionate about. It seems to be what your customers are buying. But if you're going to go all the way, like really, really go all the way with the horse theme. Horse hoodie featuring original watercolor design with Follow Your Dreams quote on the sleeves. There's a lot of terms in here that I don't think that people would search for. Horse hoodie, sure. Original watercolor design, I don't know if people are searching for that. Maybe watercolor on its own. Follow Your Dreams, maybe. Quote on the sleeve. It's really hard to say. I think that you're missing some keyword opportunities here. Maybe even narrowing down on like the color of the horse, thinking like the person who would be purchasing this. I'm assuming that it's not just somebody who loves horses. It's probably somebody who has horses or who has owned horses, and they're looking for a specific type of horse. Let me take a scroll down. Trying to see if there's any tells within your reviews. I get a lot of compliments, quality shirt, lovely watercolor print. Okay, so nothing really telling from the reviews. Yeah, I think that you're going in the right direction. I think that you are definitely, like, you've got good brand colors. I love the purple. I love the blue. I think that if you're going to lean into the horses, focus more on the horses and less on the watercolor. Because, and I'm not saying to not focus on the watercolor, but I feel like you are really, really pushing the horse element, or I mean the watercolor element, when the horse element is the thing that is the niche. Watercolor isn't necessarily a niche. It's more of an industry and a style. I would really like to see more alluding to the horses, thinking about the type of people that are buying horse-related product. Tina, who's in the chat, yeah, Dulcie. I would not wear white to the barn. Just an important side note for your primary photos. Hey, that's actually good feedback, Tina. That's really great feedback.
I think it needs to have the word digital. I hand paint my watercolors and I don't use a computer. I should not have to write all that in my title. It's too frustrating.
Yeah. I think just leaning more into the horse aspect and less on the watercolor aspect. All right, let's.
Good. Right?
Yep.
All right.
Fairyland amigurumi. Do I say that right? Amigurumi. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say it out loud. Hello, meet Sugar and his friends. I'm Sugar. Hope you will join us on many adventures. That's adorable. You've almost created like a little persona, a little character.
Yeah, I don't mind this.
I'm not usually a big fan of like collages being on the, sorry, am I thumping my leg?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not usually a fan of collages, or, just a bunch of product images being a cover photo, but I think because you're almost illustrating it like, it's almost like a comic strip. Aw, very cute. 11 years on Etsy. Over 7,000 sales.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby at all. For the sizes, pricing isn't bad.
Mm-mm.
These are so cute. Little beds. These are adorable. Super cute. Product photos are great. Okay. Might want to update that Black Friday starts tomorrow.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I got to be nitpicky when they're good. I think that you picked a really great color, by the way, for your shop color.
Me too.
It's not painful on the eyes. Not that Abyss Wears yesterday was painful on the eyes because it fit the shop, but this fits your shop better. Living in the Clouds. I would like more of these. I love seeing the human creator, so I know who I'm supporting. But overall, great about section. Oh, you've got a cute Disney quote in there. Cute. There's definitely some cute little emojis that you could use in here. There's also yarn emojis. Oh, you do have some. You have your cutoff dates. Amazing. Love that you put your cutoff dates right in your FAQs. I'm just gonna start popping these open. All right, let's see. Sugar the Barista. Pocket crochet teddy bear. So normally I'm a big fan of making sure that your first little bit says what the product is. Honestly, you could tell what it is. So I don't think it's that big a deal. The Barista is super cute. However, if that's his little character, if he's a little barista, I'm assuming that's, barista. He's a barista.
Stick him in a coffee cup.
I would make sure that the word barista is in here. Pocket crochet teddy bear desk pet, Sugar and Friends holiday edition. I like the idea of having like your Sugar and Friends and the holiday edition in there. It's just not serving your keywords very well. But if you're okay with that,
Depends on if you've got an off-site presence. If you have an off-site presence that has viralness to it, then there's no problem with that.
Right. I think that a brand like yours would do great on social media for short form. I would really try to focus on which one is being sold, though.
He needs a little itty-bitty clay coffee cup in his hand. I agree.
Just keep in mind that most of the images that you're showing are not the one that people are buying. I would really try to focus on the one that people are purchasing, right?
Yeah, stick them in situations. He's a barista. That's super easy.
He's a little bear, but it looks like we're focusing on some of the other ones. We want to make sure that you're focusing only on the one that you're selling for the product photos.
Right,
themselves.
And there's nothing wrong with having one or two of the others, but the majority of them are not about the one that you're selling.
Exactly. This is adorable. I love that you're doing a little adoption certificate. So cute. Oh, this is perfect. Makes me feel safe ordering. I know how everything's going to arrive.
Agreed.
Love that you have, Hanukkah dates.
Barista might be trending. People were fist fighting over them.
That's true.
Yeah,
I wasn't even thinking about the Starbucks cups. But I still would make sure that most of your photos are of the little fella. Looks like you've got a lot of them. See, put these front and center, and all the other little critters, bump their photos down to the bottom. Focus on him being your number one there. Let me go ahead and look at one more. Pocket crochet cat desk pet. I would be curious, do you have a superstar keyword in mind, like a main keyword that you're trying to rank for? Because you don't have amigurumi in here. Cat. You don't have like plushie. You don't have any of the words that I would typically associate with shopping for something like this. So basically, like their names, the twins, like these are not keywords.
Right back.
Pocket crochet cat desk pet. Those might be keywords. And then you have this part that's not really keywords other than maybe holiday. So I'm more concerned, like it reads really well. I'm more concerned with your visibility and not casting a very wide keyword net. Again, not really focusing on the ones that you're buying. You have to remember that if someone is shopping from a search page and they haven't gone to your shop and they don't know your story and that you have all your little individual characters, this might be confusing where they're like, wait, I thought I was getting these. What are these? How do I get the cats? What do I do? And I know that sounds crazy. Let me tell you, in the nicest way possible, in the kindest, most lovey-dovey, Starla loves people way possible. There are some shoppers that aren't the sharpest pencils in the box. I don't know.
More like a double-sided eraser.
Yeah, it's like if the pencil had an eraser on both ends. And it might confuse them. So just making sure that you're, yeah, you know. Select option. And which one is which? See, this one needs...
Yeah, if you're going to do that, that needs to be up top.
Yeah, that needs to be right at the top because I don't know.
Print on demand dead? No.
Is print on demand dead? No.
Nope, just got to make something people want.
Most people are just doing the exact same things over and over again. I'm print on demand. We just got a sale for one of our blanket hoodies. Yeah, so again, just same dealio. And also, if I was buying these, I'm like, do they have the bows? Do they have the beds? I have way too many questions. And keep in mind, if it's in the description, where's the description? Where's the description? Where's the description? Where could it be? Where? Oh, here it is. It would be a real pain in the butt to be able to find it. How do I find out what does it come with? See, this is where there's too many unanswered questions. So, branding, super cute, very simple, good consistent colors, great product photos. Your about section is awesome. Your keywords are iffy. Really, it's more about catering to think about the oldest old lady that you know. And she's coming into your shop. And she doesn't even know how to place an order on Etsy. Cater your listing as if you are making it for the oldest old lady that you know. Whether it be grandma, whether it be, you know, just anybody. But really cute. Your products are adorable.
So, a couple of people saying no one reads anymore.
No, yeah.
Well, that's not true. So, when you're optimizing a listing, the same reason that you're filling out a majority of your shop is because you want to make sure you're catering to everyone who may have an interest in your shop.
Exactly.
Whether that be the people who read, making sure your descriptions are accurate and give all the information they need, and whether your images show what they need to be for the people who don't read. Catering your shop to the least common denominator and the highest common denominator.
Right.
At the same time, you want to make sure that anyone who has an interest in your stuff, regardless of how they consume their media, because everybody's different, everything should be optimized from the bottom up. It's not just about appeasing the algorithm. I get so iffed when I hear people talk about the algorithm. For like 90% of you, the algorithm is a part of the puzzle, but not the whole picture. Like, you have to convince someone on another part of the world across the internet to buy your product.
Not just to buy it, but they got to like have the effort to get up, go find their credit card.
And just like an appetite in food, everybody's interests are going to be different. And if you fail to capture the one thing that could have captured that customer, that's a customer lost. So it doesn't matter if people don't necessarily read, if they don't look at the pictures, it doesn't matter, because you should be able to answer most of the questions with all forms of media that are given to you. You have so many opportunities to present your stuff. You have all of your pictures, you have listing videos, you have descriptions, you have shop descriptions, you have all of your little shop sections. There's all different ways, and optimizing all of those ways guarantees you the best possible chance that once someone gets to your shop, which is a whole nother part of the equation, once somebody gets to your shop, they're more likely to check out. Getting people to your shop also isn't just the algorithm. For a lot of you, especially the more saturated your niche is, the more you're going to need to rely on outside sources like social media to bring people to your shop, to garner that interest in the product and ensure that they are going to even want to come see you in the first place, because you can't just rely on an algorithm that is progressively getting more compact with more and more and more and more sellers. Even if they are getting rid of the crappy ones, it's still getting more stuffed. Anyway, sorry. The whole not reading thing always bugged me, because a lot of people say this and I don't find it to be true. A lot of people do read, especially in the neurodivergent crowd. People that spent their childhood shopping on the internet and getting burnt by not reading descriptions, they're absolutely obsessed with reading descriptions. I see it a lot. Anyway.
But you got to cater the listing for the people who don't.
Exactly.
All right, Kay. Kay, I find myself to, I mean, I don't think that I'm insanely intelligent. I read a lot. I'm a published author. What is this word? And why have I never heard it in my life? Ephemera? Why have I never heard this word in my life?
Things that exist or are used and enjoyed for a short period of time.
Okay.
Memorabilia, typically printed or written.
Okay.
Which makes sense in her shop.
Okay. That makes perfect sense. And I'm sure it makes perfect sense to your target audience. I'm 33 years old. I was born in 1992. So maybe that makes a lot of sense as to why I've never heard this word.
Things not originally designed to be retained or preserved, but have been collected or retained.
Like newspapers and clippings and things?
Yep.
Sure.
Things that weren't intended to be stored, but were anyway.
Okay.
They became collectible because of it.
Interesting. Interesting. Am I the only one? Tell me if you don't know this word, and then also put
and don't lie because I just told you.
And put your age alongside it. I want to see.
Right.
I want to see if us youngins have no idea or if I'm just dumb. Tell me how dumb I am. Awesome cover photo though. I love that you're showing yourself. I already did it while Mark was talking. I did a quick scroll.
Look at that smile, too.
Wait until you see her about section.
Oh, no,
photos.
I saw.
Kay, you look like the most fun person in the world.
I would definitely sit down and have a glass of wine with you for sure.
Absolutely. Really fun, though. The branding is great. A couple of these photos are a little blurry, and that kind of sucks because this photo with the purple flowers alongside the stamps, I mean, this photo looks like it would be great. I would love to see these at a higher resolution. Which is odd because these photos are definitely a higher resolution. I would just try to, crisp some of them up, but overall, super cute. What's the consensus? 35, never heard it. 36, no.
So there's one or two people under 30, but it appears that the age is 40 and up.
Okay.
Couple people, like I said, in their mid-30s. One person said they're 19 and they know it.
Okay.
27 and I know it. Okay, nerds.
Should we put our photo up top or is it already there? It is not. They took our ability to put a photo there. Actually, it's one of the things we cover in Handmade Alpha Academy is putting your photo right on your banner because you feel safe.
Especially with that big old cute smile you got there.
Exactly.
Get your smiles up in there.
Smiles. There's an entire lesson in HAA about smile psychology, but we actually, as humans, don't know where smiling originated, like within human evolution, but we believe that it was a way to tell, if we approached another human in the wild, we believe that it was a way to show that we are friendly and unarmed, basically. It's supposed to be, showing that you're not armed.
It's funny how things like that get lost over time. Similar to like people in the military saluting. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know what the origin of that is, but it's lifting your visor.
Oh, yeah, to show your eyes.
Yeah, to show your eyes.
So it looks like some of your backgrounds are AI generated, and normally I get on like some people for using AI generated backgrounds. You are an exception to that rule because what you are creating, I'm only assuming that they're AI generated. Please let me know if they're not. There's just the lights are strung kind of strange. But because what you are creating is more of like a paper product and you're able to take your exact item and then the AI background is more of just an afterthought, to me, this is an okay, these photos look good. I would not even really, if I was just a shopper, I would not notice. Now, let me know if they're just like Canva backgrounds or something. Because I definitely don't want to.
Well, if they're AI, they're very convincing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing like some weird little things in there that might be AI, but I'm not 100% sure. Overall, though, I
right.
love.
There's a crispness.
Yeah.
To it.
Or maybe some of them are and some of them aren't. I'm not sure, but I really love this almost dark academia feel to your shop. It's beautiful, and you have a
So
lot.
my exact items with AI backgrounds.
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
you've nailed it.
Yeah, they do not look. If I was just
I
a
need
shop,
them ad.
right? If I wasn't critiquing, if I was just a shopper, I wouldn't even think twice about it.
No, they're clean enough. Yeah, you clearly have done enough that you can recognize, like, when AI spits out something absolutely asinine, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to use that one. You clearly have an eye for it, and you've catered it perfectly.
What a great tagline! Archival finds for the paper inclined. That's so fun. You gave me one that's going to be hard to critique, Mr. Moore. Okay.
Sorry. I'm actually going to go ahead and post go in the chat because we're ready for our next round.
Over 10,000 sales since 2018. Have you been actively selling since 2018? Or I always ask, but that is quite a feat. Love that you're showing your workspace. Beautiful office, by the way. Aw, that's so fun. I love that. I love the books. I feel like I know what this room smells like. I just bought a candle that's like, it's supposed to be like coffee bookstore scented. And I mean, it really does smell like old paper.
You better pet that belly.
That belly needs a pet. This is the picture that I was talking about.
I want to party with you. Can I party with you?
Look at those colors. Look how fun. Aw, that's so cute. You guys waited 40 years to get married?
That's lovely.
Mark and I didn't even wait 6 months to get married. We were still kids. I love this picture. I love the colors. You guys, you shut up. I love this. So fun. Aw, look at that. See, this is what when I talk about like creating a feeling and making your customers feel warm and fuzzy about you as a person and make them feel good about supporting your brand. Like, Kay should be a really good example for those of you who say like, oh, I don't know how to do that, or I don't want to put my face all over everything. It doesn't all need to be your face. Just by looking at her office and how it's all put together, the things that she enjoys doing, the kitty, she's done a fantastic job of showing you what her lifestyle's like, and clearly it's paying off.
And like, it's cool that you do the AI pictures, but that studio you got there is pretty gorgeous.
It is.
If you can figure out how to take photos yourself, I think they would probably be pretty good in that studio you've got. And obviously, lighting would be weird just because of the position of the windows and everything.
Well, I'm sure she did it one time. She hasn't had AI forever.
That's true.
I think they look great though. You're using little emojis.
Your U.S. flag is broke.
It doesn't always display. Man, no shipping to the U.S. I bet that stinks for you guys. I'm sorry that our country is making it harder. Let's see.
Yeah.
The Book of Christmas Carols, a vintage and beautifully illustrated collection of traditional 19th century songs. Stocking filler gift idea. You've got a lot of good keywords in here. It's written like a sentence. Probably a lot of broad matches, but because you have so many sales, you could have terrible SEO, and I'm not saying it's terrible. You're broad matching for a lot of great terms here. But because you already have that high authority with Etsy, they're more likely to recommend you in search because they know that you've made a lot of sales in the past and that they can trust you. Got listing
shipping
videos.
To the U.S. again soon.
These are great.
Yeah, your shop is lovely.
Kay, I wish I could have given you a better critique.
Doesn't appear that she needs it.
I'd like to maybe know how they come packaged. Maybe. If there's anything special that you do for packaging. Do you wrap them pretty? Put some pretty paper on them? I would like to maybe know that, but I don't feel like I can. Okay. My suggestions, clean up some of the banner images if you can, just to crisp them up. They look fine. You could totally get away with not doing that. I don't think I feel like I did a bad job, Kay. Your shop is beautiful.
I'll tell you what, we've been on a roll because we got another pretty cool one coming out.
Okay. You gotta stop Sharon.
Who's Sharon?
Who is Sharon? Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, you've been around for a minute. We appreciate you.
Beautiful illustrations. Let's see.
Gucci.
Awesome. Getting a little bit of everything. We got some vintage. We got some POD.
And I swear this is all random.
We got some handmade. We're getting a good variety today.
Did you want to do your HA spiel before we start this one, or after we do the next two?
We'll do after this one. I'll do the HA spiel, and then we'll do a couple more.
One more.
One more. Okay. All right. Mellowbee Studio. Beautiful little logo here. No. Your banner's okay.
It's a little blurry, but for what it is, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of hard to see like what your shop is about. I mean, I see kind of like macrame pieces, but I don't quite understand what they are at a glance. But I'm not going to be too critical here. I really like your logo. I kind of just wish that I could see some of the brand consistency because you have such a cute logo and the imagery with the bee. I almost wish that there was something up here that supported further the branding that you've established. All right, so 92 sales, but your price points are pretty high, so that's good. That means that for every sale that you've made, you've hopefully made quite a bit of money on those sales, and it looks like you're running a sale right now, so your prices are more aligned with around $500 a piece, so that's great. These are beautiful. Crochet hanging basket for plants. Okay, so they are plant hangers. I think that is where my confusion was right away. I couldn't figure out if they were plant hangers, if they were just art pieces. I would almost like to see more plants in them just so I have a better idea. You could even get there are really realistic artificial plants that you can purchase online that you could put in them if you don't want to keep having to shove real plants in them or get them dirty, risking putting real plants in them. They're beautiful. I will say I would love if your photo positioning was... So this photo here, I really like because I can see almost all of the product. This photo cuts off a little bit, but it's got the plant element. It's showing it in a window. It creates a really great, almost a scene. However, some of the ones that are, especially with higher priced items, origami boat wedding decor, and I believe it says centerpiece. This looks like something hanging from the ceiling. When I think of a centerpiece, I think of something that's sitting on a table. I really think that you should take a step back and try to get more of the completed product and not so much string. Same with this one, standing back a little bit and showing me more of how it comes up. And I know it's so hard with these square images. Etsy's really made things difficult for us. But when we're talking about something with such a high price point, I want to see what I'm buying, and I want to see most or all of it. So taking a step back for a lot of these photos, I think would be very beneficial. This is an interesting angle, because you can at least see the full thing, the sky. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. I don't know where you're taking these photos, but they look great. This is a really nice one because you can see the full product. It's just, some of them are a little confusing when I don't see the plants in them or when they're taken up close. I might even confuse this for some type of strange handbag if I wasn't reading your title. Overall, really cute. There's some interesting products in here that don't necessarily... I don't know if they conflict with your niche. I really would like to know what... If you were to use one word to describe your brand as a whole and everything that's in it, what would it be? Because there's a very eclectic combination of products with the paper boat brooch, succulent soy wax melts, craft paper gift bags, oven mitts, and then these hanging macrame plant hangers. what I would really like to know is, what is the word that you would use to describe your niche? And then making sure that everything you do kind of encompasses that person. Who are they? Who would be interested in all these products? That is the glue that ties products that are very different together. Because I could totally see one type of person owning all of these products and enjoying them. I could see, you know, even like they're almost not quite hippie. I'm thinking like art student. You know what I mean? It's very much art teacher aesthetic. Trying to see if there's any clues throughout your shop as to what heartwarming handmade gifts. See, meh. Handmade gifts, meh.
All gifts on Etsy, you know?
Yeah, it's like, tell me something I don't know. Like, I expect it to be handmade gifts. Give me...
You're creative. Be creative.
Yeah, give me some great words to describe... the who of your brand. It's very artistic. I think that leaning into that artisan element, appealing to artists, the eclectic home. Yeah, even Tina said the soy wax melts throw me off. The boho crochet and origami stuff are your strongest. Yeah, I would really love to see you find your words that describe who you're appealing to, and then make your whole, like, your brand and everything that you do about that specific person. About section photos are beautiful, by the way. All of the photos, everything that you have around it, you have an artistic eye. So I would dare to say that your target audience is probably someone like you. Let me see. You can probably get some more care instructions in here. You've got care instructions for hanging baskets. But what about the brooches? Or what if it gets wet? Is it washable? It's crochet. I mean, it might be washable. All right, I'm going to pop this one open. Crochet plant hanging basket for fruit storage. Handmade plant lover boho. Hotel decor statement. Art heirloom. That's a bit of keyword spaghetti. Don't change anything that's selling well in your shop. Doesn't look like this one has. I would try to separate this out a little bit. Add some commas and things. The algorithm doesn't care if you use commas. Just clean it up a little. But overall, I really do think that trying to narrow down and figure out what your brand is about so that it shines through everything that you do. It's like I have a small sense of a vibe. Does that make sense? Like there's
a semblance of a vibe.
A semblance of a vibe. But I feel like I need that little bit of reinforcement just to tell me what it's all about. And the logo really does fit the overall aesthetic that you have. But like I said, when it comes to high-end products, especially things that you're selling for, you know, between $400 and $500 each, making sure that you're appealing directly to the type of person who's most likely to spend those high prices, which I'm going to assume are going to be the artisans. I did like that you put hotel in the keywords there, because I think that is definitely a great start to finding a good target audience for these. I think hotels are definitely going to be more likely, especially for like a lobby, to pay a higher price for products like this. It's probably not going to be the majority of your Etsy customers, though, so really buckling down on those artists. All right,
we'll go ahead and do our end spiel, and then we'll get one more shop out of the way.
Yes, one more shop in just a moment. But first, guys, please consider donating to St. Jude if you've enjoyed today's critique. If you enjoy that Mark and I are going to be here every single day critiquing shops. Clearly, I sound very sick. I didn't sound sick when we first started, but I think that just talking, I'm starting to get sick. So if you want to say, hey, Starla, thank you for streaming while you're sick, donate to the kids, guys. There's a link to donate directly to St. Jude somewhere on the page under the chat. That button will allow you to make your donation, even if it's $5. It helps so much, and that money goes directly to St. Jude for the holidays. And Lastly, guys, Handmade Alpha Academy is open now. We are going to do the last shop, and then I will be answering your questions about it. But basically, Handmade Alpha Academy is my 9-module, completely self-paced Etsy coaching program. A to Z, I teach you everything that you need to know about building, marketing, and growing your brand on Etsy step by step. We teach advanced funnel building. We teach email list building. We teach marketing cycles. You guys get to email me at any point during your journey if you need help along the way. And we're the only Etsy course in the world that's built on that foundation of psychology and neuromarketing. Plus, I'm a manager over at eRank. So when it comes to Etsy's algorithm, I have a nice big panel of experts who I work with when it comes to deciding what changes need to be made to the program, how the Etsy algorithm is changed. I believe that I'm the only Etsy coach in the world that has such a high contact in terms of
Probably, yeah.
in terms of being able to adapt my content
Thank you for your donation, Kay.
to Etsy's algorithm. Yes, thank you so much, Kay. Also, when you join, you get 12 months of eRank Pro covered with your membership, and you can claim that anytime. You don't have to claim it right away. You also get annual access to our Alpha Holiday Bootcamp every single year. Normally, you'd have to pay every year if you want to attend that, but you get access to that every fall. And you get Christina Nicole's Product Photography Essentials Workshop, which is already almost $300 on its own, and that is included in your enrollment price, which I think makes it all worth it because Christina is such an amazing coach and she offers amazing support to my students within our Facebook community. And the community on its own is just so amazing. We have over 2,000 students in there. They're so helpful as you're working through your brand. If you need feedback along the way, if you need a lot of people to look at your shop and provide multiple angles, there are so many amazing people who are in the chat right now who are also in the campus. They're ready to help you. Plus, we've got eRank staff in there. Obviously, I'm in there. We've got so many experts from different fields. So if you guys are interested in joining, Mark is going to put a link in the chat. I will answer your questions. Feel free to get those in the chat. And right when we're done critiquing, I will jump to your questions. I much prefer answering questions here live than I do emails. I'll answer an email if you want an email from me, but if I can do it live, I would much prefer here. So
go ahead and get the last shot.
Yeah, go right on ahead.
I've already got it pulled up, and it's, guess what? Another cool one.
Is it?
Yeah.
HIA is only open till the 10th, though. We will be closing the doors. That doesn't mean you have to start then. If you want to make it like your New Year's resolution thing, totally fine. But we have to keep those enrollment periods tight. We don't have a team. It's just Mark and me and Michelle with some things. Michelle should be done with her radiation December 15th.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
She's got to go 5 days a week. But if she doesn't miss any sessions, she'll be done December 15th.
Also, thank you to whoever donated $50 for the
charity.
We love you.
Thank you. Thank you to the anonymous person who donated.
Ready?
Yes.
Let's do it.
What a beautiful shop. Very interesting branding. I immediately can tell that you're appealing to a witchy niche. AnastART creations. It's kind of hard to say. I would almost, if I were you, I would add a little separator here just for it, make it roll off the tongue a little easier. Book of Shadows, grimoires, spell books, custom journals, made to order. Okay. I really like the cover photo, though. I'm curious to see what your cover photos look like when it's not the holidays. But these are beautiful. Absolutely awesome. Very crisp. Great branding colors.
They said, oh my God.
Beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, they're crazy.
These are amazing. Holy moly. So pretty. Mr. Moore gave us another really difficult one to critique.
They're in order.
Yeah, I know they're completely random from the chat, but I feel like I was not able to provide very much value today because these are beautiful. Okay, let me take.
I almost feel like your price points are a little low.
They do feel a little low.
I don't know the industry, so don't quote me on that.
Let me take a wow. All right, let me take a scroll down here. Okay, custom grimoires, handmade journals, fantasy notebooks. Okay. Oh, you can get some pictures in here. I was like looking for the button to scroll through photos. Love this though. Wow. I would love to see, if you haven't already, stick some of these in your listing videos. That way people can see.
Or are they clay?
The time that goes into them. Beautiful.
Or are they like fabric? This is wild.
Yeah, these are Ukrainian sellers. I tell you what, I don't know what it is about Ukraine. Why are so many amazing, beautiful, talented artists in Ukraine? I feel like every time I see a shop that blows my mind, it's always a Ukrainian seller. All the stained glass I buy is Ukrainian. Art dolls. I love different art dolls, and they're always Ukrainian sellers.
Is it a cultural thing? Is art super huge over there?
Yeah, I'm just curious.
I mean, it's almost got to be. A lot of woodwork. A lot of crazy woodwork.
Yeah, beautiful, though. Arrived to England 3 years ago. Okay. All right. Again, you know, the emojis help to break things up. Feel like I'm beating a dead horse with the emojis and the FAQs. So I'm curious about this one. I love those birds. Wow.
I did notice that you've got a couple of listings. I'm assuming that color variations and whatnot of the same designs or very similar designs at different prices.
Unless she's just experimenting with different like titles or photos.
That's
She
what
could
I was
be
assuming.
A/B split testing. Or they're different sizes. This is an A4. Maybe they're different sizes.
No, they were both A4.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Custom A4 grimoire, 3D Raven and Skull, Book of Shadows. I would try to get some witchy themed terms in there. And maybe they're in your tags. I should have put the eRank browser extension up so I could look at tags.
I don't keep browser extensions on my computer.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's eRank. It's not like...
Yeah, I know. I still don't.
Wow.
Wild.
Yeah, I feel like you could get a couple more great keywords in here. Wow, these are so cool, though.
And absolutely positively be doing things on other social media platforms because...
The process. Every time you make one of these...
Yeah, that's easy content.
Yeah, I would absolutely be creating a TikTok or an Instagram if you don't have one already, where you show the process of creating these, because the witchy market would absolutely love these. These are amazing. You've got all the product details. Mr. Moore, what are you doing?
I know.
Do you have
Don't blame me. Blame the random checker.
Any socials linked down here? There's an Instagram. Can you stop sharing for just a minute?
Yeah, just to make sure. It's witchy. We never know.
Oh, I just don't know what all I've got.
Can you click that off too, please?
I mean, I'm working on it. Okay. It looks like most of your videos are of you, which is cute, but yeah, I would really... Of course, it's like log in.
It's not going to let you.
Yeah, but I would really buckle down on showing off the process of creating these. And you look awesome, by the way.
Said I do TikTok.
Oh, you do TikTok. Okay.
Gotcha.
Well,
get your link in there. What are you doing?
These are great, though. I don't know. Does Etsy allow you to add a TikTok link here, or is it
know.
only Instagram and Pinterest?
I use TikTok, so I don't know.
These are beautiful. Again, I would just... My only suggestion is to buckle down on those witchy niches in your keywords.
And offsite advertising is going to be huge for you here. Yeah. These are high ticket items, higher price items, even if they do feel a little bit low.
How many sales does she have?
70.
70? Okay, so
not bad.
3 years.
3 years on Etsy. At this price point, 70 sales, that's really not all that bad for that time period. But
I feel like, yeah, how's TikTok doing for you?
Realistically, just small nitpicks. Etsy doesn't like you putting your text they want, but this isn't a POD item, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. They like you putting a name or something like that, which I think is stupid. I think you should be allowed to do this. I don't think it's disallowed. I just think that they don't like it.
Yeah.
Etsy doesn't allow you to add TikTok. Yeah, that stinks.
Oh, why? That's insane.
Your products are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Very niche. I would be also trying to appeal to the Dungeons and Dragons crowd.
That's
for
true.
sure. I think there were a couple in here that were RPG
Yeah, I wasn't even
But,
thinking.
yeah, RPG Handmade Journal. Yeah, I would definitely be trying to get in on those guys too, especially when you have things like this that are literally straight out of D&D.
So fun. Yeah, again, I these photos are amazing. And I dare say that these are some of the best product photos that I've seen. When you have these setups ready, you know, when you have your photography setup all ready to go and you're taking product photos, this is where I would make sure that I'm also shooting some great videos for social media.
I think she said I started 3 months ago.
3 months ago?
I
You only started 3 months ago, or you started social media 3 months ago? Beautiful.
I'd say 70 sales on this price point 3 months ago would be pretty insane.
Yeah. Let us know.
But I wouldn't be surprised. The quality of the products is definitely there.
Beautiful.
All right, if anybody has any questions about HAA, we'll go ahead and get them. If not, we're done for the day.
Yeah. What
I'll go ahead
are...
and post the link for HAA one more time in case you guys are interested in checking it out.
Yeah, so today I'm going to be going through, because yesterday, for anybody who did join HAA yesterday or this morning, we have a special site, a special E-Rank site for, you know, employees, where I'm able to go in and do your upgrades and things. And it was down yesterday. So all those people who are waiting for the E-Rank upgrades.
It happens.
But it's fixed now. So if you're waiting for me, I will be getting back with you today. I was so frustrated because normally I stay like on it. But our support for E-Rank is primarily our devs are in the Philippines. So I had to wait until they were online because, of course, the issue happened when they were asleep. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, my shop didn't work.
TikTok is, Brian said, TikTok's getting so restrictive with mentioning outside marketplace that is not TikTok shop. I've gotten a strike just by mentioning Hobby Lobby or other yarn brands.
Really? That's
I'm not really all that surprised.
insane.
Yeah, I'm not really all that surprised.
I was doing pretty good on TikTok with the new brand that I've been building that I haven't mentioned anywhere.
Yeah.
I was doing pretty good, and then we just ain't had the time. I haven't had the time. I need to stop starting new businesses. I'm like, oh, I have a great idea. And anytime I start a new business, it's so I can have examples for you guys, because I really wanted to build a Shopify store.
Shiny object syndrome.
And then I built this brand and I spent all this money and it looks amazing, and I just haven't had the time.
All right, well, we don't have any questions, so I think we're going to go ahead and hop off. We'll be here same time tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. UK time.
11 Central.
11-ish Central.
Exactly.
Bye, guys.
All right, guys.
I have become a better person through HAA.
What I really like about Starla is her honesty and transparency. There's so much that she gives to people for free.
I'm like, this is an incredible framework for me to build into and adjust to and adapt to, and all these things that I would have never been able to figure out on my own.
I was like reinvigorated about my business when I started HAA.
Our armor was featured in Lucifer season 5 finale, and the main actor got to wear things that we created here. Part of the reason why we were able and ready to do such a thing was because of the alphas.
Joining Etsy, joining any online platform, you have question after question after question. HAA has been the one place where I've got answers for nearly all my questions.
You guys and what you have done with the Handmade Alpha Academy has literally changed my life.
And you get continued help no matter where you're at in your Etsy journey. That was probably the biggest selling point for me.
The way you teach it, it's simple, it's down to earth. I can comprehend it. That's one of the things I love about your teaching style.
I don't think I ever could have done it without being in the HAA. Your step-by-step steps were fantastic.
I don't know how you could not succeed by following the step-by-step really instruction of how you lead us through HAA.
The first like 4+ years that I was on Etsy, I think I had 37 sales, and we've gotten well over 1,000 since then. I think I'm up to 1,200.
Self-paced, there's an amazing Facebook group that will help you.
Invest in yourself. It's worth every penny and so much more.
I look at my Etsy shop and I look at my website and I am just in awe of what I have done. And I just look at it every day and think, wow.
I actually think that for what you get, you guys are really, really not charging enough. I hate to say that.
I've had thoughts to myself where I've been like, I'd give you guys $3,000 for this course. I see how valuable it is.
2020, I did like maybe $3,000. 2021, I did $10,000. HAA for me paid back for itself 6 weeks after I signed up for it.
I definitely recommend it. If you can invest the money, the time investment is not too bad.
Well worth the money. There is nothing in all that I've taken that I haven't been able to use for my business.
Absolutely, just do it, because there's no, what do you have to lose? And it's everything you need in one place.
It's hard to buy an education that will teach you practical skills like we learn in HAA.
Take the plunge, do it. First off, the money back guarantee is really a selling point for me.
She knows so much about marketing and branding and the psychology behind it. So that's really good knowledge to have, and she's so willing to share that.
So I would tell everybody out there that's thinking about it, if you're ready for this step and if you're ready to grow yourself and your business, it changed our lives. Honestly,